Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video I'm so excited to do. We are going to be talking about drugstore products that are better than high-end. It's not necessarily a dupes video. I'm just going to be running through some of my favorite affordable products, affordable brands. This is going to be mainly beauty focused, but I have a couple extra categories at the end as well. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, welcome. So I do start my videos with an outfit of the day. So I'll just come back here by my dog. Today I just have on some jeans and this blue sweater here from Amazon. My dog has really enjoyed coming into the videos with me. I'm not sure what it is, but she's been in the last couple of my videos and it appears you guys really enjoy watching her. So we're just gonna go ahead and leave her there. And she's just really a whole vibe throughout the video. But I will link everything that I am talking about in my description box, of course. I will link all of my makeup. I just did a video on my lip combo. I've been trying to do videos on my lip combos if I really love them. And I have been obsessed with wearing my Queen gloss that I did in collaboration with Ofra, which is named after the Queen sitting on the chair behind me. I have been rocking this particular eye look in the last several of my videos, and I've gotten some questions on if I have videos on it. I will link one in the description box because I talk about how to do kind of this more sharp edge liner using a piece of paper. Just using a piece of paper. So I will link that video as well if you want to check it out. But like I said, we're going to be running through just some of my favorite affordable products, some that I think are better than high-end and that you can save your money on. So I felt like this video was kind of inspired by my absolute love and adoration for e.l.f. primers. I love e.l.f. primers. This was kind of like a it snuck up behind me. I didn't realize I was gonna fall in love with the e.l.f. primers, but man, I really have. One of my favorites that I have on today, this is the Power Grip Primer. I have an event tonight, my last birthday dinner. We've gone through about 47 birthday events for me in the month of March. My friends have spoiled me so much. I have one more dinner tonight, but the restaurant didn't want us there till 8:30. So I was like, I need my makeup to stay on all day. So this is the Power Grip Primer, which is more of like a sticky base primer, which I think is great. This one is the Poreless Putty Primer. If you can tell, like, obviously I love this one. And then they also have, this came out in their like mint collection. This is the Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. I actually do want to purchase the Niacinamide Primer. It comes in a pink tube. I was really hoping I could find it at Target. I'm gonna go to another Target I think tomorrow that also has an Ulta Beauty in it, and I'm gonna see if I can find that primer. Otherwise I'll just order it online. I don't know why, I just felt like it was something if I could get it in store, I wanted to. But the e.l.f. primers are so good. I don't feel like you need to spend a ton of money on high-end primers, and I do really like some high-end primers. Like the Urban Decay I think has a great one. Tatcha I think has really nice primers, but they are so expensive. And if primers are one of those things that it's like you would rather put your money towards lip products or towards eyeshadows and you don't want to spend as much on primers, just check out e.l.f. I think L'Oreal is really killing the game right now. They have a lot of new releases that I enjoy so much. One being, this is the first one that I bought several months ago. This is from L'Oreal, like I've been saying. This is the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Bronzer. I mean, I have talked about this so much on my channel. It's what I'm wearing today. I think that it is such a beautiful bronzer. This reminded me a lot of the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Omega Bronzer. When I first got this, I was like, wait a second. Especially in the way that it applies. It's so smooth. It's so natural looking. It just blends so effortlessly. And if I don't have a blendable bronzer, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because bronzer is one of those categories that like I can go overboard because I love bronzer so much. I can go overboard. So if it's not gonna be blending out just by me looking at it, I'm gonna have serious issues with it and I'm gonna probably look really intense. But this bronzer is so beautiful. I have the shade Light Medium. I actually bought this because so many of you were recommending it and I love it. I wear it all of the time. And then another one, I'm trying to think of which one came first. I believe it is this one. And this mascara took a lot of heat, but I was loving on this mascara and I was raving about it. I put it in a favorites video before mascara gate became a thing. I still continue to love it. I fought the dust bunnies under my bed so I could get this mascara back. I dropped it, it fell under my bed right in the middle. Dust bunnies were attacking me everywhere. It's probably how I got this cold. But the Telescopic Lift mascara, this is just a favorite. I'm wearing it right now. I've recommended it to so many people. It is one of those mascaras that just lift my lashes, lengthen my lashes, makes them darker. It doesn't necessarily make me look like I'm wearing false lashes, which that's something that I usually say about mascaras, because there are some that's like, does she have a real natural pair of false lashes on? I don't think that this one necessarily does it, but it's definitely my lashes, but much better. Not even like my lashes but better, my lashes but much better, okay? And I find the wand to be really interesting. I use the flat side first and kind of push up all of my lashes, and then I turn it more to the comb side and comb through everything to really give them that length. I love that this does not transfer on me. Does not transfer on me. I wore this through a hot tub. I might have slept in my makeup one night. I was on vacation. Wow. The shade. I was on vacation. Things got away from me and I accidentally slept in my makeup, and the next morning my girlfriend Ashley looked at me and was like, that mascara is really good. I was like, what do you mean? She had mascara all over her face. I looked great. Telescopic Lift, I think this is a great one. This is definitely going to be a go-to of mine for the summer as well. She's so disgusted that one time. You sleep in your makeup one time and your dog judges you forever. But this is definitely gonna be a go-to summer mascara of mine because it is not going to move in pool season, in 120-degree weather season in Las Vegas, and I'm pumped about that. And then the last one, again, if you have not heard me raving about this, you've probably missed a video or 7 of mine. This is the True Match foundation. So this is one of the newest releases from L'Oreal, and this is a reformulated version of the True Match that had a hold on us in like 2016 era. This I love because it comes with a pump now, and the actual formula was also reformulated. It says on here it's a super blendable foundation, and I absolutely agree. This is one of those that just effortlessly becomes one with your skin. Like, I swear, I just like tap it on and then all of a sudden it's blended out onto my face and I'm like, did I do that? Sometimes I think it just magically happens. It is so easy to blend into the skin, and it just gives you, again, your skin but better. I'm someone who I definitely gravitate more toward like natural makeup, and this to me is such a natural finish foundation. It gives you a nice light medium to medium coverage, but it doesn't feel too heavy, it doesn't feel too cakey, it doesn't wear weird. I have worn this for hours and hours and hours, and it holds up so well. The shade that I have been using is in N4. Another shade too that's like a step darker for when it starts to get a little bit warmer out and I start to get a tan, because again, I know that this is also going to be a go-to foundation of mine in the summer. So if you're looking for a good bronzer, a mascara, or a foundation, L'Oreal's got you covered. Another brand that I love for good mascaras is Milani. This one here is their highly rated mascara. I fell in love with this one when it came out, I don't know, 2 years ago. I never really know with makeup releases, but it came out a while ago. And then they came out with their highly rated anti-gravity mascara. I actually like that one even a little bit more, but I think it was at my Target a couple months ago, and I was almost out of my mascaras. They had the highly rated, and I was like, that's fine, I'll just go ahead and buy that one. But also their anti-gravity, that one is so good as well. Again, the highly rated gives you more of that like voluptuous lash look. Like, it really adds some volume to the lashes, makes them darker, and just gives them this really pretty like wispy effect, and does not move once again. So Milani I also think is great for mascaras, but also they have one of my favorite lip products. This is an older product too, and you know, if you've been around my channel, I'm really trying to focus on what I have in my collection, not trying a ton of new makeup, not buying a ton of new makeup. So a lot of the products that I'm mentioning here are products that I've loved for quite some time. These Milani, I believe these are the Color Fetish lipsticks. My shade that I have is 420 Teas, which I adore this nude brown. I think this is a really comparable lip product to like a Charlotte Tilbury. And I love Charlotte Tilbury lip products. I I own the most lipsticks from Charlotte Tilbury. I was gonna say it was either Colourpop or Charlotte, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Charlotte Tilbury that I have the most amount of lip products from. But these ones from Milani, they go on super creamy, they go on very smooth, but they're more of a matte finish. They're very long wearing, 420Ts. If you love a good nude brown lip, this is gonna be one that you enjoy. I also like the packaging. I think it's like elevated packaging as well. These lip products from Milani, if you haven't tried them, they're stunning. Like I mentioned, I do love Colourpop for their lip products. I have been raving about their lip liners for years and years and years. These are just fantastic. I think maybe they're like $7 or $8 or something like that. You know, I don't think they're necessarily dupes to like the Charlotte Tilbury, but Charlotte lip liners are like $24, $25. It's very expensive, you know? So if you are looking for a more affordable option, the ones from Colourpop I don't think are as long wearing as the Charlotte Tilbury. Like Charlotte Tilbury lip liners are not going to move on you, just hands down. No matter, again, you can sleep in your makeup, but we won't talk about that. You can, and your lip liner is gonna be on the next morning. The Colourpop I don't think lasts as long, and I think they can move a little bit easier on the lips, and like not in a good way. Like they can kind of get outside the lines a little bit more, but for their price point, for the huge array of shades that they have, I still go into my Colourpop lip liners all the time. Beeper is probably my most worn shade. I think that's fantastic. And I've gone through an older one, and now I have a newer one as well. So these are great options. I also really love these two guys here. So Colourpop, for their actual lip products, like their liquid lips and their glosses, I'm not the biggest fan, but these here, one is the Glowing Lip and one is the Blotted Lip. These are what I tend to gravitate towards. This one in Cockatoo is such a beautiful mauve shade, and it's kind of that really nice hybrid between like a gloss and a tinted lip balm. It's beautiful. And then the Blotted Lip is more of that matte lip, and it's going to give you the blotted lip look, like you applied some lipstick and blotted your lip with a tissue like my grandma used to teach me how to do. The shade that I use in this one the most is in Cockatoo. No, is in Bust. Cockatoo's the other one. Bust is the one that I use for this one, but I think both of these are really great options. Again, a lot of different shades. If there's anything in particular that you're going for, those are two of my favorite formulas from Colourpop. I tend to gravitate towards high-end palettes, but Colourpop also has so many good eyeshadow palette formulas. The only downfall with this, I think, is that because they release so much and they release so many palettes, the formulas tend to be different. So sometimes it's hard, like unless I'm recommending specific palettes, it's hard for me to recommend them as a whole. But they also have a lot of different options. They do a lot of different collabs. One of my favorite palettes from Colourpop is this Not a Box of Chocolates. I wear this all of the time. I could definitely get a look with this palette like I have on today, but I've been using the Sigma and On Nook palette. But I could definitely do a brown smoky eye with this one. You have some beautiful shimmers in here. This is such an easy formula. Again, if you just are a neutral lover, if you're a brown shadow lover, this is a great palette to have. But like I said, Colourpop does so many different collaborations. If there's something that you really love, they'll probably either have done a collab or they will be doing a collab with it. And I think of like the Star Wars Mandalorian palette. I think, isn't this called the Child? Yeah, the Child palette has the Baby Yoda, which is Aries' best friend. When they sent out this PR package, they sent a little Baby Yoda. It's on our bed every single morning. Aries sleeps with it every single night. But this is also just a beautiful palette. I love to reach into this for the greens. We have some fun golds in here. It's a stunning palette, and I really do like this formula. So again, they have a lot of different options. They have a lot of different collabs. I feel like there's always something for everybody. That, you know, I know that they release a lot, but then sometimes on the flip side of that, it's like they're probably covering someone, right? Either a color story, a theme, a collab, something along those lines. But also say that you are not a big palette person, which is totally okay. I'm someone who oftentimes just does 1 or 2 eyeshadows and I'm like, great, I'm good to go. Their Super Shocks also make for really nice options. And again, they have so many. I have a purple one here, a blue one here, which would go great with my sweater today. This one is more of a neutral. I mean, these shadows to me really are just a one and done. And a lot of times if I'm in a hurry and I'm just trying to do something quick and easy, I will use my finger, I'll just swipe on a Super Shock, add mascara, and I am good to go. Again, I want to say that these are like $7 or $8. I believe they started out at $5, but inflation, they have gone up a bit in price. But or if you want, you know, say you are a more neutral lover and you have, you know, 5 neutral palettes at home, but you want something that just has like one pop of color, you could just get a Super Shock in whatever color that you want. You want green, you want blue, you want purple, you want red, you want orange. They are going to have an option for you, and then you can have that one that you can pair with other palettes as well. So I love my Super Shocks. I have quite a collection from Colourpop, but I think they're fantastic and so easy to use. Another lip product that I love that I think is very comparable and comparable to a lot of high-end glosses. This is from NYX, and this is their Milky Gloss. This is Milky Gloss, and I have the shade Milk and Honey. This one is beautiful. It gives the lips a little bit more of that plumper look. It's kind of more of this clear, peachy, milky type of shade. I just think that it's stunning, and again, more on the affordable side. I purchased this one from Ulta Beauty, and it's one that I really enjoy. I actually ended up purchasing another shade as well, but this is the shade that I always go back to. So wanted to recommend that one from NYX. And then say every once in a while you want to wear a pair of lashes, but you're not a big false lash girl, neither am I. So maybe you don't want to spend the most amount of money on lashes. House of Lashes has some really good options. They're Iconic Light. I tend to buy these if I'm just out of lashes because I find them really easy to use. I seem to always have at least one pair sitting around in my collection. I usually just end up buying these from Target. They aren't quite as expensive as some of the more higher end brands. And again, if you just don't reach for your lashes a whole lot, I can totally understand not wanting to spend a lot of money on them. So House of Lashes can be a nice option. And another brand that I enjoy that you can get at Target, I don't really hear this brand talked about a lot, but I think they have really good brow products. This is Arches and Halo. So I have 2 different brow products from them. One is the Micro Defining Brow Pencil, and the other one is the Angled Brow Shading Pencil. These to me remind me of like the Benefit Precisely My Brow and the Benefit Goof Proof. I like that they each have spoolies on one end, and one is just a little bit larger and has more of that diamond shape. The other one is going to give you that more precise brow. These are great options though. I've actually gone through multiples of these, and then I just keep rebuying them from Target. I got a PR package from this brand years ago, and I continue to still purchase their brow products because I think that they're great and they're a little bit more affordable and can be found at Target. So those are all of the beauty products, and just a few extras that I wanted to go through. If you are a lover of fragrance, I have been trying to be more of a fragrance girl for the past couple of years, but they can definitely get super pricey. Dossier, I think, is a really great option. I was able to do a sponsored video with them last month. This portion is not sponsored or anything like that, but I just truly do love the brand. I had been purchasing from them before I was able to work with them, so I was really excited to work with them. But they offer more affordable fragrances, and they have a lot that are, again, comparable to more high-end and more luxury fragrances. Like the ones that I have in my hands now, this one is Powdery Tobacco, which I believe this one is, my scent's a little off because I have a cold. I think this one is the one that's similar to Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille or Replica by the Fireplace. I have like the alternatives to both. And then Woody Sage, this one is comparable to When the Rain Stops, I believe it is, by Replica. But you can get the scents for like $29, $39, which is a lot more affordable than $100 plus or even $200 plus dollars. I love these scents. I always get complimented when I wear them. I would say Powdery Tobacco is the one that I get complimented on the most. So like a lady truly hunted me down at the bar the other day and was like, I just have to ask, what perfume are you wearing? And it was Powdery Tobacco, and I love that there is a little bit more of an affordable option. I think that they did give me a discount code. I'm not sure if it's still available or if it's still working. If it is, I'll put it on the screen and in the description box. It's not an affiliate code, just a discount code for you, but if I still have it, I'll make sure to include it. And then lastly, I just wanted to mention a sunglass brand. I was actually able to collab with them on TikTok, but again, they are not sponsoring any part of this video, but I have been able to work with them and try out some of their sunglasses, and I am loving them. And this last time I was trying to go for some frames that I wouldn't normally wear. I want to do better this year at like my outfits and styling, like actual fun outfits when I go out and like have some themes. But look at these. I feel like a vibe when I wear these. I don't really wear white sunglasses a lot. I don't wear the frames like this a lot, but I put these on and I was like, okay, like I'm feeling this. Did I even say the brand? This is Sojo's Vision. Sojo's Vision, and you can also get them on Amazon. and they gave me a discount code that works on Amazon as well. It's Samantha SJ, so you can use that even if you're ordering off of Amazon. But again, they have like the basic frames as well, which this is another favorite pair of mine, just kind of like your simple black sunnies. But if I wanted to like switch it up and be, you know, I don't know, almost like a little bit more retro, like at the day club. Like, I'm gonna be wearing these so much this summer, and again, you can find these on Amazon and they retail for $15, and a lot of times they're having a sale. Like, one of the pairs I got recently is on sale for like $10, plus I have that discount code that saves you even more money, and I'm like, this is awesome. So sunglasses can get very expensive. I have purchased very expensive sunglasses myself as well, and then sometimes you break them, you lose them, you drop them, they get buried at the bottom of your purse, and then they're not in great condition. So $15 sunglasses, I'm gonna chalk that up as a win. Other than that though, that is it for today's video. Those are some of my favorite drugstore or more affordable products that I think are better than high-end. I would love to know, do you have any recommendations for me? Please leave those in the comments. As always though, if you enjoyed this one, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I hope you also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll see you in my next one.